You're watching this week's show with Dan and Mike.
This week's show podcast from the vault.
The elevator went down. We got an interview. Come back up and we're here.
Well, this one came about because our manager was genuinely tickled when she was reviewing like the highest numbers on our channel. This isn't one of the super high ones, but it is 15,000 views.
That's a lot for us.
That's a lot for us. But it was when she played the interview, she realised that I was talking to a dude that had a wolf's head.
And hands.
And of course, what we're talking about is the time that, with no real idea who they were, this was a pure festival interview and it's back in the days where we had a lot more to do than we do now at festivals, because technology has improved and helped us over the last few years. This was Reading Festival 2018.
Oh, it was a hot one as well.
It was a very hot one. And this is about the time that I interviewed Man on a Mission, who I believe are Japanese.
I believe so, yes.
They always wear wolf heads, both on stage and to interviews as well.
As you will see.
Yep, and I just remember, because this also, we've been friends for so long that we know the limits of each other's pranks. So this was yet another one of Mike's interview pranks where he knew I was just head lost in the computer doing editing and probably wasn't paying that much attention to the next interview that was coming up, just waiting for the tap on the shoulder, right, off you go. So I sit down and then suddenly there's just this dude in full like wolf head gear, but talking so nicely and so softly as well that I was like, okay. So it's not my longest one in the world because they were bouncing around the press area quite a lot that day. We'll let the interview play out because there's a couple of bits in it that I'm going to talk about afterwards.
Okay.
But it is just a short bookend because we like putting a little bit of love back towards some of the stuff that we've done over the last few years. And because our manager wasn't with us when stuff like this was recorded, we get her to delve into the vault and work out which things she thinks that we should talk about. So this is us with Man on a Mission doing a very, very topical how did the festival go, what are you up to at the time interview, but it was a really good...
It was a really, really hot August bank holiday.
Sweat into the eyes no matter where you were.
Except for them because they had the wolves' heads on, so you won't be able to see that.
You won't be able to see it, but they also don't have the ability to be able to wipe the sweat out of their eyes the way that I can, so maybe that's why he starts twitching, I don't know. But we're going to roll tape on that old interview and then hit you up afterwards. Right, it's Dan from my James Rock Show, and I'm going to get this gentleman, Wolf.
Gentle Wolf, yeah.
Gentle Wolf to introduce himself.
Hi, everybody. This is Johnny from Man with a Mission speaking. Nice meeting you guys.
And you're going to have to forgive me. Have you played yet, or are you going to play later on?
We've already played on the stage at Reading Festival. It was so great, amazing, man. Yeah.
And I imagine you were probably quite warm.
Warm?
Yeah, warm.
Well, to tell you the truth, it's damn hot right now with all this fur on. It's not a mask. This is what we look like, you know?
I can tell. Yeah, you've got a very intense look in the eyes.
Intense look, yeah, definitely.
So, you guys, I understand, played a sort of Scottish show before coming and doing Reading and Leeds.
That's right, yeah.
So, how's the UK been for you so far? How was that show?
We've been to the UK a couple times, you know. Every time we come, the crowd is, like, increasing, like, luckily for us.
That's always good.
Luckily, but, I mean, the audience is always awesome. We really are grateful for all the support that we have in the UK fans, and it's so great to be back in the UK, yeah.
Fantastic, because you've only just released Chasing the Horizon.
That's right.
So this is one of the first places that you're taking the new album since the release?
Yes, as an international album, this is probably our first item that we released. Actually, this is our fifth full album, but the Chasing the Horizon is right out now. So yeah, everybody in the UK could listen to it.
Yeah. Are you getting a good reaction from it? Because it's only been out like a couple of months at most now.
That's right. 2 months ago from Japan, but I guess it's going good.
Yeah. Because we always like to ask bands whether the songs that they expected to go down well do actually go down well.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, so you're finding that people
Yes.
are fantastic. So where are you guys off to next?
After Reading and Leeds, we're heading back to Japan and doing our tour, for the release tour of Chasing the Horizon.
Okay, cool.
And it's gonna be probably the hugest venue for the tour final. The final venue is gonna be like 50,000 people.
Really?
Like that. So that's
awesome.
pretty huge. Yeah.
Are you nervous about playing that, or just looking forward to it?
I mean, it doesn't matter how many people you're in front of. You know, whenever we get on stage, we do what we have to do. Well, we do what we want to do. So it's exciting, but not really nervous or things like that. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, you guys have been doing lots of interviews, so I'm going to wrap up there and just say it's been lovely taking a couple of minutes to speak with you.
No, thank you very much for your time,
Thank you.
sir.
Cheers. And just one sec whilst I do a YouTube plug, if that's all right. Thank you for watching my interview with the Gentle Wolf from Man with a Mission. If you want to catch the rest of the interviews that we've done at Reading Festival, just hit the like, subscribe and notification bell for everything that we do. Cheers. Never underestimate what a numpty I am. And before you comment saying that I got the name wrong, that it's not Man on a Mission, I am now aware, thank you manager, I am now aware that I got it wrong. It's Man with a Mission. I got one word wrong, people, one word.
Well, you added honour instead of
No, it's with, so
Yeah.
with instead of on.
yeah. So you added an honour,
Yeah.
but it should have been a wither.
I just, dyslexia sometimes kicks in. I remembered the essence of the name when I was speedily writing out the notes for the show earlier.
It was that band that dressed up as werewolves. Oh, what? Wolfsbane or
Yeah, no, there's quite a few actually, isn't there?
yeah, with wolf in the name.
Or Wolf.
Power Wolf.
Aesthetics, yeah. Or just any song from a certain era of Ollie Sykes writing. Wolves
Yeah.
would be somewhere in it as well. The most embarrassing thing about all of this is when I was writing up the notes for the show, I even watched the interview, looked at the title multiple times, and the only detail I took from it was the year it happened. It never set into my head that I got the name wrong. So it's Man with a Mission. And one of the things that we wanted to say afterwards is apparently he liked the fact that I was able to switch between talking about him as a wolf but also talking about performing in the outfit.
So you interviewed him as
Kayfabe.
as the character and as the actor.
But without doing
Musician, sorry.
Yeah, without doing much of a transition. The only reason I remember this so strongly is that Man with a Mission fans, they were so excited about this interview. I think it's because we had that speed record back in the day of doing interviews and getting them up only a couple hours later.
Yeah.
So we were one of the only ones coming out of that year's Reading and Leeds where they were playing with an interview, even though loads of people were doing them because that was our style at the time. It was the style at the time. And they blew up our Twitter, which no longer exists because
Twitter.
Yeah, I remember just chatting to this one guy who, he said something about it, and I just responded. And then he worried that he had upset me. He hadn't said anything offensive, so I clarified all of that. We ended up trading back like 20 messages back and forth. And in the end, he was like, no, he's like, it's really nice to see people that don't actually know what the stan is all about with Man with a Mission. He's like, and you were genuinely lovely to them. He's like, but thank
we
you.
weren't actually talking to the guy
I mean, you never know.
without his mask on.
It wasn't Man with a Mission fan club, so no, it wasn't one of the band members.
Fair enough.
Because normally fan clubs are run by the same people that run the main page. And he explained that, you know, the switch between the two and finding out whether or not they actually do find it in weather like Reading to perform underneath those masks quite difficult. And yeah, just we've never run into them since. Like, we've never been in the same place. Otherwise, I probably would have done, or the same place where they're also doing active press, I should say.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we've been at some places at least.
But they haven't done the same active press run, because I'd happily sit down and chat with them again. And Man with a Mission fans, or the band themselves, if you happen to be watching this, if you want to do it over the internet on Zoom, I'm game. Like, let's touch base again. Let's do a long one. Let's talk about everything.
Just not on a full moon.
Not on a full moon, because I don't want you to damage the equipment at your end if I say the wrong thing and you start raging and trying to
Wolfing out.
do a little bit of a lichen move, you know. But yeah, that is that's from the vault. We are going to aim to, like, if we don't have anything. So the main podcast could be both like an album club and a wrestling one, for example. But if we don't have something that we do and want to get out each week, there's always going to be a From the Vault when we can, because like I say, we find it fun to see what comes out of our manager's suggestions, and then sometimes it's embarrassing having to watch our old interviews back again, mostly me. But it's good fun, so we're here for it.
Very good.
Let's do more.
Content is king.
Content is king.
Talking of which, yeah.
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We've now got the same timing.
And leave us some comments.
Yeah, no, Man with a Mission fans, if you blow this up again, you will genuinely make me really happy. So, comments. Lots of comments.
There we go.
See you next time.
Bye.